Hello, and a really warm welcome back to everyone, our fantastic, lively, later life community.
It's wonderful to have you with us.
We are just so thrilled you've joined us today for the deep dive. This is your space, the place we come together for, well, practical wisdom and hopefully some real vitality for your everyday life.
Yeah, it's not just a show, is it? It's more like a journey we're all on, exploring things that genuinely matter for living your best later life.
Exactly. And today's deep dive, well, it's designed specifically for you.
That's right. Today we're kind of delving into a feeling, something deeply human, something a lot of us might feel, but maybe don't always talk about openly.
Like a quiet companion sometimes.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It can creep in, can't it? Especially as we navigate some of the unique changes that come with getting older.
Definitely.
But here's the important bit, I think. Understanding this feeling, just recognizing it, that can actually be, well, a really powerful first step.
A catalyst, maybe?
Exactly. A catalyst for bringing even more vitality, more connection, and honestly, more joy into your world.
You know, it's such a funny thing, this feeling of loneliness. It's like everyone knows what it is,
Universal.
but when you feel it, it feels so incredibly personal, almost isolating even.
Yeah.
I remember, gosh, it was just last weekend. I was all settled in, nice and cozy on the couch, watching a movie by myself. And it was a fantastic movie, really engaging.
Yeah.
And then sort of out of the blue, this thought just floated into my head. This is really good, but I'm watching it alone.
That awareness.
Yeah, it wasn't, deep sadness or anything like that. Not at all.
Yeah.
But it was this undeniable awareness, just being by myself.
Yeah.
And it felt a little unsettling.
Even in a comfortable moment.
Right, in a perfectly ordinary, comfortable moment.
Yeah.
It's like a familiar whisper, isn't it? Tops up when you least expect it sometimes.
Oh, that resonates so much. I think, well, lots of us have felt something similar. For me, sometimes it shows up a bit differently. Maybe a bit more proactively quiet.
No.
Like, I might just find myself holding my phone, scrolling through contacts.
Looking at the name?
Yeah, looking at names and just wondering, who could I actually call right now? Who might be free for just a quick chat?
Right. Who's available?
Or even simpler, sometimes you wake up in the morning and that first thought isn't, what do I need to do today? But more like, who will I actually talk to today?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a common worry, isn't it? You think, well, my friends are busy, they've got their own lives, their own things going on.
And the kids, too, adult children, they have their own families, jobs.
Exactly, their own bustling schedule. So there's that natural hesitation, isn't there? That little voice saying, I don't want to bother them.
You worry about imposing.
Right. And while that thoughtfulness is, lovely, it can sometimes become a bit of a barrier. Stops you from actually reaching out when you want to.
I am absolutely certain as people are listening now, many of you are just nodding along, recognizing these exact feelings. It really is such a common thread, isn't it? Especially as we get older. I mean, think about it. After retirement, for instance.
Oh, yeah, big one.
That daily structure, the built-in social life that just came with work. The coffee breaks, the team stuff, just saying hello to people in the hall.
Water cooler chats.
Exactly. All that often just diminishes. Sometimes almost overnight. Your social circle, the one that work kind of maintained for you, suddenly feels a whole lot smaller.
Or just changes shape completely. And then, our kids grow up, they leave the nest, as they say.
The empty nest?
Yeah. They build their own families, their own lives, and often, well, they might live quite far away.
That physical distance.
Right. And even with phone calls, video chats, visits, which are all great.
It's not quite the same as having them right there, is it?
Right.
It can create this subtle kind of persistent void.
Yeah.
A quiet longing, maybe.
Well, that everyday presence.
Yeah. That energy that used to fill the house. It's a natural part of life, of course, but it definitely shifts how we interact daily. And then, of course, there's loss. Loss and grief. It becomes, sadly, a more common companion as we age.
It does.
We inevitably lose dear friends, maybe siblings, or perhaps most profoundly, a spouse, a life partner.
And that creates such a deep sense of emptiness. It's not just missing the person.
No, it's more than that.
It's missing the shared history, the inside jokes, the routines you had, the comfort, the specific role they played that no one else can fill.
Exactly. And all these things, retirement, kids moving away, loss, sometimes they happen quite close together.
Yeah, they can pile up.
And it can feel like your whole social world is just gradually shrinking. maybe even disappearing. It's natural, yes, but that doesn't make it easy.
Not at all.
And maybe you found yourself thinking, am I the only one feeling this way? Carrying that feeling quietly.
Wondering if anyone else truly gets it.
Right.
And that very question, am I the only one? That's precisely why we wanted to have this, honest chat today. So we invite you, our wonderful, lively, later life listeners, just take a moment, think about it. Is there a recent time you remember feeling that little pang of loneliness? Or what thoughts tend to pop up for you when that feeling visits?
Just take a second to reflect.
And please, please hear this. You are absolutely, definitely not alone in this feeling. It's shared. It's human. And just knowing that, acknowledging that commonality, that's really powerful.
It really is. And here's the really crucial bit, the absolute core message we want to share today.
Yeah.
Well, loneliness, yes, it can be a natural part of life, something we all bump into now and then. It is definitely not a place you have to stay stuck. Not at all. In fact, recognizing it, calling it out, saying, okay, I feel lonely right now. That can be the most powerful first step you take.
Turning it around.
Exactly. Turning it into an opportunity, a chance to grow, to build even richer connections, more meaningful ones.
That is absolutely the heart of what we're doing with the deep dive today. We're not just, naming a difficult feeling. We're going deeper. We want to explore the really profound, life-changing impact of social connection.
How it can change things.
Yes. Our goal is to look at real, tangible ways, things you can actually do to bring more vitality, more joy, and honestly better health into your life. How? By intentionally fostering those meaningful relationships.
So it's moving from that quiet feeling to
active engagement. Exactly. Yeah. What really excites you when you think about making that shift? What possibilities open up?
Feels like charting a new course, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Realizing we have the power to add that spark back in.
We do.
So together, let's explore the lively later life way to create your own vibrant connections. Ready to dive in?
Let's do it.
Okay, so to really start this journey, I think it's super important to understand why. Why might loneliness feel, stronger or maybe just more frequent in our later years?
Yeah, that's key, because it's usually not just about being physically alone, is it?
No, often it's more complex, multiple things feeding into it.
Right. It's different from solitude. Solitude can be peaceful, a choice. Loneliness is that unwanted feeling. Isolation, disconnection.
Good distinction.
And when you link that to those big life transitions we mentioned, it starts to make a lot of sense why it might intensify. Take retirement again. For so many people, work isn't just about the tasks you do. It's a huge source of daily social contact.
Absolutely, built right in.
Those spontaneous chats, the team lunches, collaborating on things, even just the good mornings, when that daily rhythm just stops, often quite abruptly.
Poof, gone.
Yeah. So does that built-in social network, the circle that work kind of automatically fill for you, it can suddenly feel, pretty empty. It leaves a real gap.
It's not just losing colleagues, is it? It's losing that structure for connection. Maybe even part of how you saw yourself.
That's a huge part of it, the identity piece. And it goes beyond work too, doesn't it? Like we said, the kids growing up, leaving home, that emptiness.
A major transition for parents.
Huge. And while you're happy for them, proud of their independence, that physical distance can feel really profound.
It's not just the quiet house.
No.
Yeah.
It's the shift in the family dynamic. Your role changes, their daily energy isn't there, and even with regular calls and visits, which are wonderful.
You don't quite replace it.
No, they can't fully replicate that spontaneous day in, day out interaction of a shared home. It can leave you with this quiet sort of longing for that constant connection, a feeling of being slightly detached, maybe.
I get that.
And then layered on top of that is the undeniable weight of loss and grief.
Yeah.
As we get older, it's just statistically more likely we'll experience the passing of people we love, dear friends, siblings.
Or a spouse.
Which is often the most profound loss.
Right.
And that creates such an intense emptiness. Again, it's not just missing the person.
It's the shared world you build.
Exactly. The shared history, the routines, the comfort, the unique way they understood you. Research actually shows this clearly. Studies often point to bereavement as a major predictor, a major trigger for loneliness in older adults.
So it's the cumulative effect, too, losing multiple people over time.
Absolutely. Losing the people who knew your past, who shared your present, who you thought would be part of your future, it can really feel like your entire social world is shrinking bit by bit. It's a natural part of aging, yes, but that doesn't make it less painful or easier to handle.
No, Definitely not. And what's so important for everyone listening to grasp is that while these feelings are deeply personal, they are absolutely not unique to you. You are not alone in feeling this.
Not by a long shot.
In fact, if you look at the numbers, the statistics show this consistently. A really significant number of seniors experience loneliness.
Yeah, depending on the study in the country, you see figures like, up to 1 in 3 older adults report feeling lonely. Some studies suggest even higher numbers in certain groups.
Like here in Canada, Statistics Canada has reported similar findings. It's not just a feeling, it's a recognized public health concern, really.
It is. So please, if you're listening and this is resonating, don't for a second think you're facing this feeling all by yourself. It truly is a common human experience. Many people are navigating this.
Right.
And this brings us to an important way to maybe reframe this, our lively later life kick for this part.
Okay, let's hear it.
Instead of seeing loneliness just as this negative thing you have to put up with, try thinking of it as your emotional traffic light.
Ooh, I like that. An emotional traffic light. Okay.
Yeah. So when that light turns red, when you feel that loneliness signal...
It's not stop and give up.
Exactly. It's not stop, dead end. It's a signal, a crucial internal cue. It's telling you to pause, acknowledge the feeling, and realize, okay, maybe it's time to explore some new connections.
Or maybe nurture existing ones.
Or nurture existing ones. Adjust your course. Actively seek out interaction. It's like your inner system saying, hey, pay attention here. Something needs tending to.
So it's a prompt for action.
Precisely. So embracing that signal positively, seeing it as a chance for growth, for intentional action, not as something to be ashamed of. That's really the key.
That empowers you, doesn't it?
It really does. It empowers you to recognize a need and then proactively go about meeting it. Okay, so we've talked about why loneliness might crop up more often later in life, and we've framed it as this emotional traffic light. So why should we actually act on that signal? Why bother strengthening our social connections? What's the real payoff?
Yeah, what's the big why?
Because it's so much more than just, feeling a bit better, having something to do. There are really significant, scientifically proven reasons. So what's the true depth of this impact on our overall well-being?
That is such a great question. And honestly, when you look into it, the answer is, well, it's kind of mind-blowing. Yeah. The impact of social connection, or the lack of it, on our actual physical health is profound, much more than most people realize. Study after study shows that chronic loneliness isn't just feeling sad. It can have real, measurable physical effects.
Like what kind of effects?
Well, for instance, there's that famous Harvard study of adult development. They've been tracking people for, over 80 years now?
Incredible study.
It is. And it consistently points to strong relationships as being the single biggest predictor of a long, healthy, and happy life. More important than genes, even more important than money.
Wow, relationships.
Relationships. And on the flip side, being chronically lonely, it can actually increase your risk of serious health problems.
Okay, that makes sense, like stress-related things.
Exactly. It's linked to increased inflammation in the body, which is a factor in so many conditions. High blood pressure, for one. A significantly higher risk of heart disease.
Which is a major concern for many seniors.
Absolutely. And here's one that often surprises people. Loneliness can even contribute to cognitive decline.
Really? Affecting memory and thinking?
Yeah. Things like memory, focus, overall brain function. It seems to be linked to maybe less mental stimulation from interacting less, plus the effects of chronic stress, maybe poor sleep.
That's quite worrying.
It is. But the good news is the opposite is also true. People who maintain strong social connections tend to live longer, healthier lives. They don't just report feeling happier. Their bodies literally seem to function better.
It's amazing how connected it all is, mind and body. And you mentioned the immune system earlier.
Oh, absolutely. That's a fascinating link. Think about it. When you're genuinely laughing with friends, really engaged in a good conversation.
Feeling connected.
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually helps lower your levels of stress hormones, like cortisol.
Okay.
And when those stress hormones aren't constantly flooding your immune system isn't overworked just dealing with stress.
So it can focus on fighting off actual bugs.
Exactly. It frees up your immune cells to do their job properly, making you more resistant to colds, flu, other illnesses. It's honestly like a natural vitamin for your whole system.
A built-in defense mechanism we often forget about.
Totally. We focus on vitamins and exercise, which are crucial, but connection is right up there.
And beyond the physical stuff, what about just our mental well-being, our spirits.
Oh, it's absolutely essential there, too. Strong social ties are a huge buffer against depression and anxiety.
Like a safety net.
A real emotional safety net. They give you that vital sense of belonging, feeling like you're part of something, that you matter, which is so fundamental for us as humans.
Feeling seen, valued, understood.
Right. And that feeling, in turn, often helps us rediscover a sense of purpose. When you know you matter to others and they matter to you, it often sparks interest in doing things, learning things, engaging with the world again.
It gives life more meaning, perhaps.
Definitely. And those relationships, the ones built on real support and understanding, they provide such a strong foundation.
For resilience.
Yes. For resilience. For getting through tough times. Knowing you have people who genuinely care, who have your back, it gives you strength. It's not just about practical help, like getting a ride somewhere. It's about that emotional fortitude, knowing you're not facing everything alone.
That makes a world of difference. Which leads us perfectly into our next lively later life kick, doesn't it? How we frame this whole idea.
Right, because social connection, it isn't just passing the time. It's not just a nice little extra if you have spare time.
No, it's far more fundamental. Think of it like this. It's like an essential nutrient.
An essential nutrient, I like that too.
Yeah, for your brain, for your heart, for your soul. Just like you know you need vitamin C or calcium.
For your body to function well.
Exactly. You need regular, consistent doses of interaction and connection. It's nourishment. It keeps your mind sharp through conversation. It lifts your spirits with shared joy. It balances your emotions through empathy and support.
So it's not optional. It's required for a truly lively later life.
Precisely. It actively contributes to your vitality. It helps you thrive, not just survive.
Okay, so we've dug into the why loneliness might feel stronger sometimes, and the amazing benefits of connection. Now we get to the really important part for a lot of people listening, the how.
The practical stuff.
Exactly. How can we actually actively create these vital social connections?
Yeah.
How do we go from knowing this stuff to actually doing something about it?
Yeah.
And please, if you're listening, don't feel overwhelmed.
No, definitely not. It's not about huge, drastic changes overnight.
It's about small steps, right? Things we can do together starting right where we are.
Absolutely. Small, consistent steps. That's where the magic happens. So strategy number 1, maybe the most obvious but really effective. Join groups or clubs based on what you actually like.
Your interests.
Your interests. Oh. What brings you joy? What have you always wanted to try? What hobbies maybe got pushed aside over the years?
So like if you love reading.
Look for a book club. Libraries often have them, community centers. Or if you enjoy art, or always thought you might, find an art class.
Yoga, choir, walking groups.
Yes, all of those. Gardening circles, discussion groups. The options are usually quite broad. You know, here in Canada, most community centers, whether you're in Vancouver or, say, St. John's, they have programs specifically for seniors.
Check their websites or local listings.
Exactly. And the great thing about joining a group based on an interest.
The conversation part is easier.
Much easier. You already have something in common. That shared passion means conversations tend to flow more naturally. It brings the ice for you. Yeah. You're all there for the same reason, and that's a powerful starting point for connection.
Yeah, that makes sense. It feels less forced than just trying to randomly meet people. Okay, what's strategy number 2?
Consider volunteering.
Ah, yes. Giving back.
It's incredibly rewarding and a fantastic way to connect. And honestly, there's always a need for help somewhere.
Where might people look?
Local community centers, again, hospitals often need volunteers, libraries, food banks, even animal shelters if you love animals.
So think about causes you care about or skills you have.
Exactly. What are you passionate about? What skills could you offer? Maybe you're great with organizing or you love reading to kids. There's a place for pretty much everyone.
And you mentioned a dual benefit.
Yes. It's not just about meeting people, though that happens naturally when you work alongside others who share your values. The act of giving back itself brings immense personal satisfaction.
That sense of purpose.
Huge sense of purpose. Feeling needed, contributing to something bigger than yourself. That's incredibly powerful for your mental well-being. So you feel good and you connect with like-minded people. It's connection built right into doing good. Those bonds can be really strong.
Okay, that's a great one. Volunteering. What's next?
Third, and this one is so simple, but maybe we forget it sometimes. Practice small acts of kindness and just initiate little interactions.
We're not talking deep conversations with strangers here.
No, not at all. More like cultivating a habit of everyday warmth. Little sparks.
Like what? Give us examples.
Okay, simple things. Offering a genuine smile and maybe a brief chat to someone at the grocery store. Compliment their choice of apples. Comment on the weather. Anything light.
Greeting your neighbors.
Absolutely. As you get your mail, just a hi, how's your day going? Maybe offer to help someone carry their groceries if they look like they're struggling. Hold a door open.
The little things.
Tiny things. But every small act of kindness, every little moment of warm interaction, it signals openness. And often it's reciprocated. These small sparks can genuinely lead to bigger connections over time. Most people, especially here in Canada, I find, are pretty open to a friendly hello. Don't be shy about offering that warmth.
That little bit of warmth can go a long way.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4.
Number 4. Let's embrace technology.
The tech.
Yeah.
Now, I know for some listeners, this might feel a bit daunting.
It can seem that way, sure, but honestly, these days, it's become so much easier to use things like video calls or text messages, smartphones, tablets.
To connect with family and friends far away.
Exactly. It bridges the distance instantly.
Yeah.
Platforms like Zoom or FaceTime, if you have Apple devices, WhatsApp, they make it incredibly easy to actually see and talk to your loved ones, even if they're on the other side of the country or the world.
And maybe get a little help learning it if needed.
Absolutely. Ask a grandchild, a friend, check for classes at the library or community center, because learning these simple skills, it opens up a whole new world.
Not just for family calls.
No, it opens doors to online groups, social media communities, forums based on hobbies, from classic cars to knitting.
So you can find people with niche interests online.
Totally. You can connect with people who share your specific experiences, join online book clubs, even take online courses. It expands your potential social circle way beyond your local area. It's a really powerful tool for keeping old ties strong and building completely new ones, all from home.
Okay, that's 4 great strategies. Now, what about that lively later life smart tip you mentioned?
Yes. This is particularly helpful if you're trying one of those new groups or you're in any new situation and you feel a bit awkward, a bit shy.
Which is totally normal.
Completely normal. The tip is try being the question asker.
The question asker. Okay, tell me more.
Instead of feeling pressure to talk about yourself or think of something clever to say, just shift the focus. Ask simple, open-ended questions to the other person.
Right.
Like, oh, how did you get involved in this group? Or what's your favorite thing about this activity? Or maybe, is there anything surprising you've learned since joining?
So you're showing interest in them.
Exactly. It invites them to share, it takes the spotlight off you for a moment, and it gives you a perfect chance to just listen and find out about them.
And that probably makes starting a real conversation easier.
Much easier. It shows genuine interest, which people appreciate. It helps you find common ground really quickly. And before you know it, you're often having a natural back and forth, not just feeling awkward. It's about curiosity, really.
Be the question asker. I like that. Very practical. Okay, so we've talked a lot about forging new connections, which is absolutely vital. But we shouldn't forget the goals we already have, right?
Oh, absolutely not. Nurturing the relationships we already have, old friends, family, longtime neighbors.
That's just as important.
I'd argue maybe even more important sometimes. Deepening those existing bonds is such a powerful way to combat loneliness and really enrich your life. These are the people who know your history, who get you.
They have context.
Exactly. They deserve our intentional effort, too, maybe even more so.
So how do we intentionally nurture these existing ties? Strategy 1.
Well, think of it like investing in your emotional bank account. A really powerful strategy is simply planning regular meetups.
Consistency.
Consistency is key. It sounds obvious, but life gets busy. Don't just wait for a special occasion or hope someone calls you. Be proactive.
Schedule it in.
Yes. Schedule a weekly coffee date with that dear friend. Plan a monthly family dinner or brunch that everyone knows is happening. Maybe a regular card game with neighbors or a weekly walk together.
Having it on the calendar makes it real.
It makes it much more likely to happen. It stops things from just drifting. And honestly, often the quality of the time you spend together matters more than the specific activity. Just being present, connecting.
Yeah.
That reliability is huge.
Showing up consistently. Okay, great. What's the second strategy for nurturing existing ties?
This one is fundamental for any strong relationship, new or old. Practice active listening and empathy.
Really listening.
Truly listening. When a friend or family member is sharing something, could be happy news, a problem, even just something small from their day, put down your phone, make eye contact, and really tune in.
Not just waiting for your turn to talk.
No. Try to genuinely understand their perspective, their feelings. Offer little nods, maybe verbal cues like, uh-huh, I hear you, or wow, that sounds...
Show you're engaged.
Exactly. And empathize. Try to connect with what they might be feeling, even if you haven't experienced the exact same thing. Even a simple question like, how have you really been, can mean so much when it's asked with genuine interest.
When you actually listen to the answer.
And maybe even reflect back what you heard, like, so it sounds like you're feeling frustrated about it. Makes the other person feel truly heard and understood. That builds trust like nothing else.
Deepens the bond. Okay.
Yeah.
Active listening, empathy. What's number 3?
Number 3, don't underestimate the power of sharing cherished memories.
Ah, reminiscing.
Yes. Talking about fun times you've shared, laughing together about past adventures, or even quietly supporting each other by remembering how you got through tough times together in the past.
Why is that so powerful?
Well, psychologically, it helps validate our life experiences, right? It reinforces that shared identity you have, that history, and it can even be good for the brain, stimulating memory recall. It reminds you both of the journey you've been on together.
All the things that tie you together.
Precisely. So, tangible ways to do this.
Looking at old photos.
Perfect. Pull out the old albums, point out faces, retell the stories behind the pictures, or just recount favorite family stories or funny incidents from years ago.
It brings the past into the present.
It does. It reweaves those connections. It affirms that enduring bond. And it's not just about dwelling on the past either. It's about appreciating the foundation you have as you continue to make new memories together too.
Building on that history. Lovely. Okay, so planning meetups, active listening, sharing memories. That leads us to the final lively, later life kick for this section.
It does. A nice way to kind of visualize all this ongoing effort.
Okay.
Relationships, they're really like a garden.
Oh, that's a beautiful analogy. A garden. Yes.
Isn't it? Think about it. You plant seeds, maybe that's the initial connection. You give them the right conditions, sunlight, good soil.
You water them consistently.
Exactly. You tend to them regularly. You watch them grow into beautiful flowers or maybe bear fruit.
Oh.
Our relationships need that same consistent care and effort.
What kind of watering and tending?
It could be quality time, like those regular meetups. It could be words of affirmation, expressing appreciation, acts of service, helping each other out. Sometimes a garden needs weeding.
Getting rid of misunderstandings. Little resentment.
Precisely. Addressing things before they choke the connection. Sometimes plants need pruning too. Maybe setting healthy boundaries so both people can thrive.
Different relationships need different care, like different plants.
Exactly. It's not one size fits all. It's an ongoing process, not something you do once and it's finished, but the reward.
A beautiful, flourishing garden.
A lush, thriving garden of connections that supports you, nourishes you, brings beauty and joy to your life. It's truly a wonderful investment in your own happiness and well-being. Well, what a journey we've been on today. Our wonderful, lively, later life community. Here on The Deep Dive, we've really tried to have an honest, open chat about loneliness in later life.
Which isn't always easy to talk about.
No, it isn't. But we explored not just why it might happen, but also those really practical, hopeful ways to harness the incredible, life-enhancing power of social connection.
And the biggest takeaway maybe is just remembering. If you feel lonely sometimes, you're truly, truly not alone in that feeling.
Absolutely. It's a shared human experience. Acknowledging that is such a crucial first step.
Towards building something positive.
Exactly. By taking those small intentional steps we talked about, maybe joining that club, volunteering, having that chat with a neighbor, using technology, or really investing in the relationships you already treasure.
You really can add so much vitality and joy to your life.
Immense vitality, genuine joy, and real meaning.
Because social connection, we learn, it's so much more than just filling time, isn't it? It's a powerful tool for your health, your happiness.
For truly living that lively later life we talk about, we really hope this deep dive has brought some warmth, some understanding, and maybe some inspiration to open new doors to connection.
Both within yourself and with the world around you. Now, if this conversation resonated with you, if it helped you feel a bit more connected or empowered, maybe give us a little thumbs up, however that works, where you're listening.
Your feedback really helps us know what's useful.
It does. It helps us reach more people in our lively later life family. And please, if you haven't already, do consider subscribing to the Lively Later Life channel and maybe hit that notification bell.
So you don't miss out.
Exactly. You won't want to miss our next deep dive. We've always got more valuable tips coming your way for a truly vibrant and fulfilling later life.
And as you reflect on our chat today, here's maybe a final thought to ponder for yourself. What's your secret? Your personal way of staying connected? Or maybe, what's just one small thing you do to reach out when you feel that loneliness creeping in?
A personal strategy.
Yeah. Do you have a comforting habit? A go-to person? A unique way you connect? Think about it. And maybe even share it with someone you trust. Your story or little insight. It might just be the spark, the beacon of hope that someone else needs to see.
What a lovely thought. Your experience can help others.
It truly can.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Please join us next time for another topic designed to boost your amazing later life. Until then,
Stay healthy, stay active.
and keep living your lively later life to the absolute fullest. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.